morning, Brooklyn class. Happy Thursday. Today on Homeschool with Carly, I have a really special and fun and delicious treat that we are going to make. So since summer is basically here, it has been 80 degrees here in New York, right? So we want to cool off. So what better way than to make ice pops? So these are going to be very easy to make. You won't need barely any ingredients. So let's begin and start listing our ingredients. The first and most important ingredient that you will need is fruit. So I picked up an assortment of frozen strawberries and blueberries. These happen to be my favorite, but you can grab whatever fruit you'd like. Bananas would be delicious, but make sure that they are frozen. The next thing that you're going to want is almond milk or dairy milk. Any type of milk you'd like. I happen to be vegan and love almond milk, but you can grab whatever you have in your house. And this delicious treat would also work really well with yogurt, okay? But I don't have any yogurt in my house, so I'm going to use almond milk. Alright, so now to list the supplies that you will need. You will definitely need a blender. I grabbed my Magic Bullet. You will need some sort of cup. You could use a paper cup, but I happen to have a little glass cup. And you will need a straw, or I have this, which happens to be a straw cleaner. But what we are going to do is we're going to make ice pops, and this is going to be stuck into the ice pop material, and then we're going to put it into the freezer. So whatever you stick in the freezer must be okay with being stuck in the freezer, because things can go haywire and crack, and we don't want to mess in our freezer. Now, this glass cup that I'm using is so tiny, so I think this straw might be too big, and I happen to have a little straw cleaner, so I'm going to use this inside. So then when I pull out my ice pop, it'll be stuck to this, okay? So I thoroughly clean this and it's ready to go in the freezer. So let's get started. The first thing you're gonna wanna do is grab that blender, okay? So my blender happens to have a really tiny cup. So I'm going to fill this cup with fruit, okay? So I have that assortment of blueberries and strawberries, so I'm going to start putting it into my cup, okay? And then we're going to want to add some sort of base to this. So, like I said, you can use milk or you could use yogurt. So let me explain something. We are making ice pops. So if you use yogurt, it will be a creamier ice pop. But if you use milk, it will be delicious and sweet, just not as creamy. But that's okay, because a frozen fruit pop could actually be made with water alone. It's your choice. But I do want a little bit of creamy flavor, and I picked up some vanilla almond milk, so it will have a little bit of flavor. So we filled our cup with fruit. So I filled my fruit cup up quarter of the way. This all depends on how big your cup is. So my cup is super tiny, okay? So I'm using about a quarter of a cup of the fruit inside my blender, okay? Then you're going to want to raise up this fruit with some sort of base. So if you're using yogurt, I would say you're going to want to fill the yogurt so it comes up another quarter cup. So if you're filling up a quarter of the way with fruit, fill it a quarter of a way with liquid or some sort of base, whether it be water, milk, or some sort of yogurt, okay? So I'm going to fill up this, like I said, a little bit over the fruit, because what's going to happen is this frozen fruit is going to get all chopped up and mix with this milk, okay? So I'm going to put on my top, and I'm gonna blend it. So let's come back and see what we have. Wow, that blended up real nice. So as you can see, it's now purple. Remember before it was white. I had the fruit on the bottom with the milk, but we mixed it up and now it's a really thick texture. So I'm going to pour it into this glass, okay? So I'm gonna lean over my dish that I have here, pour this into here, okay? So now we have our ice pop sitting inside this glass, okay? So it's nice and full to the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to either take this straw and stick it in, or whatever you choose. So I'm gonna use this. Hopefully this works, okay? So I'm gonna push it into the mixture, okay? And then I'm gonna go put this in my freezer, all right? And we're going to find out how this turns out, okay? So I will see all of you shortly. Wow, look at our ice pop. I am so excited to try this out and eat it. So all I did was freeze this for a good couple hours. I would say 3 to 4 hours, and it is completely ready to eat. So I pop it out, and now you can enjoy. It's so good. Well, I hope you enjoy your ice pop just as much. I will see all of you on Exercise Friday. Bye!